Good morning and welcome to our daily word today. It's Thursday. Glad you could join me for our time together. We started out with a rather foggy day, but looking out my window, I think most of the fog has lifted finally on this day. So as always, I'm grateful that you would carve out time to be with me as we continue this long journey through Scripture and sharing our lives together and what it means for us as we continue to share our lives together. So we've reached a little bit of a milestone, at least as I calculate them. Today is daily word number 850 in our long journey together. So I've chosen for our scripture this morning some familiar words, I'm sure, for you from Isaiah. It says this: I heard the voice of the Lord saying, "Whom shall I send? And who will go for us? And I said, Here I am, send me." Now we know that Scripture is filled with stories interrupting someone's routine to fulfill God's purpose, God's holy purpose for their lives. I mean, imagine, Moses, who has lived this interesting life. Imagine what went through his mind when God appeared to him in the burning bush. That holy place, holy ground, take off your shoes. And God calling Moses to lead God's people out of Egypt. Here I am, send me. Moses takes on this amazing task. Imagine Abraham and Sarah in their advanced age when God says, look, you're going to pack up your stuff and move to a new place, a place you don't even know where you're going, but you're going to have children as abundant as the stars in the sky or the sand in the beach. And Abraham and Sarah say, here I am, send me. Imagine, as we've just come through the season of Christmas, Mary and Joseph, whose lives were turned upside down. They're living their lives, preparing to be married, and they find out that Mary is pregnant. Their lives are turned upside down. But we know that even though they don't say these exact words, their words to God are, here I am, send me. We'll take on this task. Being faithful to God's call brings divine interruptions, and we probably don't realize them sometimes until way after the fact. In 2006, I accepted a call to be the pastor of the Oasis on West Elm United Church of Christ in Lima, Ohio. And it was a challenging place to be in. We were small and we were trying to figure out what the future looked like. And it was an interesting, tough place to be. Not in a bad way, but just tough. And we ended up merging with Shawnee Presbyterian and forming the Church on the Hill, Faith Christian Church, a great place now that thrives and grows and does amazing things. And we went through all of those challenges. But when you go to a new place, you meet new people. And that's the fun thing. And you don't realize until much later, probably, that you've made a difference. Last night, we went to Lima again. We stopped and ate at Texas Roadhouse because, we were there and it was an early birthday dinner. But we were going to Lima for the birthday party of a man named Bob, who turned 80. Yesterday was his birthday. He turned 80. And he is the dad of one of the members of the church of Oasis on West Elm, Faith Christian Church. And he didn't go to church there, but he and I became fast friends. And we always loved to pick on his daughter. And we just had many great conversations. We got invited to his birthday party. And so Diane and I went, after we ate at Texas Roadhouse, we went to Bob's house. It was a surprise party. And the party had already started, of course, by the time we got there. But we walked in and gosh, it was just, he gave me a big hug and we talked and laughed. And then we shared in conversation with many other people. And I was reminded, we stayed longer than we planned probably, but that's okay. We got involved in lots of conversations. I'm reminded in that on the way home, thinking about how blessed we were to be invited to that party. how blessed we were in 2006 to meet these genuinely friendly, loving people who made a difference in our lives. That we were blessed to get invited to this birthday party, and how excited Bob was when he saw me walk in the door. Being faithful to God's call brings divine interruptions to us, and they're good interruptions. And I just remember when I accepted the call there, here I am, send me God, and I went, and my stay was short. It was only 4 years, give or take, because I went to work for the conference, but we did amazing good work that sustains to this day. But what we really did is allow God to bring divine interruptions and relationships that last even to today. That's good news for us. You see, that no matter our age, no matter where we are, no matter where we've been, God continues to call us. Whom shall I send? The voice of God says. And who will go for us? God asks. And our response should always be, here I am, send me. And that doesn't mean we leave the comfort of where we are. What it means, I think, always is that we take the opportunity for God to interrupt us with divine interruptions and make a difference in our lives. And so Diane and I got home last night, and we just felt so blessed to be at that party. And I texted his daughters the day. I said, thanks for inviting us. We really, it meant a lot to us to be invited, but it's this reminder that God's divine interruptions continue to make a difference, even sprinkled through our lives, throughout all of them in ways that we don't expect. So we should listen for God's voice. Whom shall I send, and who will go for us? And we should have the courage to respond, here I am, send me. That's our word for today. It's a good word for you as it is for me. And a reminder that when you say yes, those relationships for me, as I talk about, they've lasted forever. It's been 14 years since I left there. 14 years since I left there. And love still abounds because I said, and they said, here I am, send me. Know of God's love, my friends, that surrounds you. Know of my love for you. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. Have a great day.